brick wall sort of style.
Yeah, and if you can beat that part, then he can ledge camp, he can do other really oppressive
And
things.
he will. Okay, it looks like they're getting right into it.
Right into it. And he jumps out.
Yeah.
That chain grab's actually like kind of hard to do. You have to have like a little bit of practice. It's not like super difficult, but you can miss it.
Yeah. I believe the window for Pikachu to there's like probably a 2 or 3 frame window you have to hit if she does the right DI. Ooh, very nice.
And forcing the up B already. The main thing is not getting grabbed here.
Yeah, I would say so. His ledge dashes are impeccable also.
Good air dodge there. So overall, starting off pretty good so far. Kind of feeling each other out.
Even.
And if Pikachu can kind of consistently invade that space, he can get the Nair and start putting up Sheik. And dash attack gets punished. Mew2King loves to do that from the ledge. Acts ready for it. They used to play all the time in Arizona, so they're pretty familiar with their habits.
Yeah, and I think that's something that a lot of people mention when, if they've played Mew2King a lot. They talk about he's actually very patterned in a lot of ways, but obviously an incredibly strong player.
They're really good options. High reward, medium, low risk.
Another thing about Axe that I guess it seems almost silly to point this out because he plays Pikachu, so he has to be, but he uses his up smashes are so clean. Like when he gets up smashes on a whiff punish, something like that, he hits them when I don't know if anybody else would. He's just really good at fitting them in everywhere he can.
And with a mid tier, you have to kind of get everything.
Yeah.
Ooh, and that up smash I thought was close to killing. I didn't think it was going to kill, but it does.
It's pretty goddamn strong.
Yeah, it is, but Dreamland. And overall, Axe not getting grabbed so far, and that's a good sign for him. But Axe is getting everything. Ooh. And that's a weakness of Nair overall, is that you can crowd cancel it. So if you slightly misspace it, even if you... You were saying?
I wasn't saying anything.
It was a sigh on that miss.
Yeah. Oh. I was just sad.
Yeah. All right. Mew2King not confident in the chain grab. He goes for the up tilt instead, but gets punished. And it's really hard to get down as Sheik because that up air will beat out almost anything of Sheik.
Yeah, that's another thing that Axe is really, really excellent at is kind of stalking people when they're trying to come down. He might not always get, true follow-ups and everything, but he at least makes it scary for people to come down. Yeah. And that's something you have to do against Sheik for sure.
All right. That SD by Axe is starting to give Mew2King signs of life. He's playing a lot more confident right now.
It's like, I guess it was on the bad recovery, but it's just crazy that his lead went away so fast.
Yeah, he was at 36.
Yeah.
Ooh, he gets the roll. I didn't think that was going to connect. Wow.
Yeah, he gets that a lot against almost all the floaties.
Waiting for Mew2King to start the up beam and reacting.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. You can kind of cut off Sheik's angles by kind of threatening and hurting around. Oh, that was a little bit nerve-wracking. And the difficult part is that a lot of Sheik's Pikachu's moves are crouch cancelable, so he's going to have to be really careful.
Yeah.
And if he does the Nair a little bit preemptively, kind of like a fox, ooh, but he's not getting punished.
Yeah, he has to be so careful for another grab here.
But if Mew2King is not getting that 60 to 70%, the grab's actually not bad.
Ooh, beautiful. Nice ASDI down by Mew2King though.
Just to narrowly escape that position there. And Axe is getting a little antsy with those Nairs.
Yeah.
Uses the...
Character is so hard to edge guard. Oh!
Is he going to get the Thunder?
That was beautiful.
Yeah. Of course, Dreamland, not going to kill.
If he had gotten that, that would have been ridiculous.
He could have gone an up smash, most likely. But now he's off stage. Can Mew2King get the edge guard? Alright, Axe had to fight for space there. Yeah. He likes that trade, gets the position. Ooh, and Mew2King just goes in.
Yeah. I think that's kind of like definitely a watermark of his play, is he kind of like conditions people by being so passive. And then his approaches are really smart and really high reward when he goes for them. And
I really like that he didn't settle for the dash attack because Pikachu can kind of just space out. He ran up, waited for Pikachu, and then down tilted, and then got the combo.
For sure.
That's like always the temptation of Sheik. Like they're just like inside the range of dash attack, so you run, but like they're also running, and then you miss.
Yeah. I think there were a couple of times that set where, I mean, we were talking about how Axe he's done so much to push his character, and he finds things that nobody else could with his character. But on the flip side, there are times where I feel like he goes a little too crazy when he doesn't need to.
Yeah. That last stock was highlighted by the Nairs And those preemptive nairs are getting called out by Mew2King right now.
For sure, yeah.
Ooh, that was one of those hasty dash attacks I was talking about earlier. And that's the biggest thing that new Sheiks have to worry about, is that like the temptation to dash attack across the stage.
I also can't tell, I'm not really sure, it's hard to say now if that was an adaptation from Mew2King a lot, but Axe likes to approach after his down tilts a lot. And there, you saw Axe whiffed a down tilt, and then he dashed out of the corner and Mew2King called him out with a dash attack.
Yeah, he's catching on to all these little mini patterns, like the 2 to 3, I call them set plays, where you do like 2 to 3 moves in a row in a particular pattern.
Yeah. Oof.
36%. The lower platforms here are good for Axe because the chain grab is kind of null. Because of the lower platforms that he could get on.
Yeah, for sure. And yet, Mew2King off the grab got like a solid 40 there.
That was a big call out at 84%. Axe getting the kill.
I'm not sure if Mew2King maybe DI'd the Thunder incorrectly. Because, I mean, it has a knockback angle like everything else, you know?
Standstill. That was actually an interesting trick by Mew2King, knowing that Axe's shield was going to disappear. He just waits him out.
He has a lot of little tricks like that. Very, very, very deep bag of tricks.
Gonna miss, but not gonna get punished. He's still in the air.
Ooh. He followed him there. Looked like maybe he wasn't quite ready for it.
All right. What can he get? Not gonna kill. This stock is gonna be very important, and unfortunately, he gambles first, gets punished. And
the ledge attack is so cute.
Pika.
Yeah.
So can he add anything? Because anything, even that narrow approach, is going to get crouch canceled and can get punished.
I'm not really sure about this, because I feel like this isn't really how he got the lead in the first place. You know, and like Mew2King isn't really like, he's not really going to be affected by that. By just like hanging out on the ledge. You know, like he's not taking percent, he's not losing. Oh wow. I stand corrected. He could have gotten a ton out of that.
But they're both laughing. And of course, you know, they're good friends. You know, they've hung out a lot. Yeah. Good spirits between them. And that's what we like to see out of both of them, who've had some troubled times this year.
I feel like that happens more with Mew2King sets than almost anybody else's. Him and the other player both laughing.
Yeah. And when he's having fun, you know, he's taking good risks.
Yeah,
he's making smart decisions, and he's confident. I think that's the most important thing.
The double hit up smash is so brutal.
It's like 35, 40%.
It's ridiculous.
As a Marth main, you know them.
Oh, I know, I know. And also dying to it at like 80 or 90. It's rough.
And let's see. Mew2King playing the stock really well, not getting opened up. No approaches are really working. And that's the issue with Pikachu, is that even though you find these hits, you realize you only do like 10 damage off like 3 hits. Alright, let's see what the gamble does. And Mew2King gets the stock. Yeah.
I feel like, and again, I think that would have been a good time. Even though he like needed to make up the deficit, if Axe had just known like, okay, enough is enough, I need to just, you know, not get hit anymore here. But he does tie, he ties it up though.
Definitely did not expect him to get the stock at 80%. Crouch cancel, of course. One of Sheik's weakness. I believe Drug Fox actually put the list of percents that each of Sheik's moves are still crouch cancelable by.
He's a lab monster.
Yeah.
To put it another way, he's just a complete nerd. He's such a nerd.
Ooh. Some anti calls by Mew2King that dash attack works for him though. Ooh, and he gets caught in the air. Nothing really too damaging so far. Ooh. And all that anti-grab attack, the jabs, the forward tilts. Ooh, gets caught in the air. One up smash to a Thunder could kill Mew2King if he doesn't DI. Grab could do many things. Mew2King getting caught in the air. Alright, this is really close.
Air is so good.
Ooh.
Oh, yep, that's it. Oh no, he's dead. Oh my god, that was nerve-wracking.
And it's 1-1. Alright, so now Mew2King gets his counter pick.
Would you agree that Axe has a really substantial X factor?
What do you mean by?
I think he's going Marth. I don't know about this. I mean, I'm skeptical, but it might work out. There's just something he taps into. I feel like there was a stock or two when he played Armada, I believe. It was Evo 2014, maybe? He played Armada in losers semis.
Yeah.
And he was way down, and he played like a stock and a half of some of the best melee I've ever seen.
It's a fear factor. You don't know what Pikachu can do.
Yeah, for sure.
So overall, this is the Marth that we've been seeing more and more. We saw this against MacD at SmashCon, where he actually took a game.
That was really smart by Mew2King, by the way, to do the walk forward and slightly walk forward and forward tilted as a DI trap.
And although Mew2King's kind of been shaky in this matchup lately, having a loss to Pew Pew and almost losing to the Moon, this is still Mew2King and Sheik Marth.
For sure.
And let's see, if Axe has the fundamentals to deal with this match. Because you have the people that kind of know the matchup but aren't the mains, that know like the basic premise, but then being a main, you know all the little things that are important to sealing the game.
I was kind of curious what he was going to go for off that down throw.
Yeah. Kind of surprising. You would think that Mew2King would know the exact trees to maximize the damage. They're missing out completely.
Honestly, I think reacting correctly to every DI and picking the exact right option is like similarly difficult to tech chasing, in my opinion.
Yeah. But there's a lot of good visual cues too.
For sure, yeah.
Ooh, does he? No, he doesn't take the jump. Mew2King's so tricky on the ledge. You think it's like, oh, like Sheik's up B is not very good, but he'll fade back, he'll go for the ledge, and you don't think he can. He time delays every little thing to make sure that you can't get the edge guard.
Yep, and this looked like a perfectly respectable match, and this is just kind of how it goes. Yeah, I don't know if he can even kill him for this.
Avoids the needles. So it looks like he has a good template, but he's missing little things.
He's going for a lot of reads, situations where I think, like right there when Mew2King was in the air, you just kind of want to follow her as she tries to get down. He went for like a wave dash up tilt, and he missed by a mile. You want to...
You want to babysit them.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, we saw a nice... is that a sticky walk he did?
Yeah. Axe definitely has those. I don't know if there's a single piece of tech he hasn't mastered.
Yeah.
And that's with like every character, not just his.
Ooh, that was huge.
That could, that could mean a lot for him this game. I mean, if he takes this game, like, respect for that.
Yeah,
that would be really impressive.
I mean, how many Marts have taken a match in this against Mew2King?
I have.
In tournament?
Once. One time. And then he won the next 3. I'm a fraud. I'm just kidding.
I think it's so impressive. Credits to Mew2King for being so consistent.
Yeah, man. He's been doing his thing for a very long time.
I wonder if Axe threw out a hitbox for that grab to come out, because Martha's behind him.
That's probably what it was. Her hitbox doesn't go super far behind her, unlike with some characters.
Invincible ceiling, or invisible ceiling.
Oh, no. Crazy person.
Alright, I like the pauses. He's trying to get Mew2King to hang himself, unfortunately Mew2King making the right calls on the defensive options to avoid getting comboed by Axe.
I'm actually pretty surprised that didn't work. That's a really good option against Marth. Just doing the dash off nair to trade with the FB.
Is this it? Axe still alive? But in the corner.
He can't take too many more of those. This is just getting harder and harder for him. Yeah, this is it. Bye.
Grab. So brutal. If Axe just cleaned up those combos and those follow-ups, even just when Mew2King was in the air and not getting any damage, those little things, if he added all those together, he may have won that.
I think that's like the story of Marth for the last year.
Narrowly missing.
Yeah. And just like every Marth should be actively thinking about and working towards just maximizing the punish game and optimizing it as far as possible.
So, Axe's Pikachu going to his hometown in Pokemon Stadium here. And
sometimes it's just nice to go where everybody knows you.
Yeah. Where they cheer for you.
Yeah, right.
And Axe has like a sixth sense for calling out when he thinks he's going to get grabbed. Spot dodge and punish with an up smash there.
And that's one of the pitfalls of using dash grab with Sheik. Even though she has one of the better dash grabs in the game, it does still have a lot more recovery than a jump cancel grab. So he just actually got a clean punish off spot dodging that grab. But Mew2King not really looking like he minds. Yeah.
Has all the stage right now, pretty comfortable. Goes for the empty jump grab, but misses. But finally gets a grab. He's been sharking for those this match. Alright, he's like just goading in at the right distance to say like, I dare you to nair me. Yeah, for sure.
Kind of surprised he didn't get more of that. Mew2King is usually really solid with the platform coverage. Hey.
Trade. Of course, Mew2King would love that. A kill for 9%.
I just don't know what else Axe could have done there. That was such a hard... Oh, God. That's such a Mew2King thing. I hate when those work, but I understand why. But just
I mean, it's like it's a 50-50, and like he does it in times where he knows it can combo into something substantial. So it's a pretty good reward. And you don't think he's gonna do it, but he does it, and you're like, oh, like why did he do that dash attack?
Such a wiener. Boom.
But once in time, he keeps it honest. That we saw that down tilt mix up early, so he does mix it up pretty well. And he has a sense for calling out when you're gonna just shield or stand there.
Yep. Ooh. Really? I don't even know what to say. That almost worked. He almost got the crouch cancel grab while changing from Zelda.
But instead, he takes like 70 damage.
Yeah.
All right.
It's about sending a message, I suppose.
Yes. All right, these dash attacks are pretty successful right now.
Really good. Oh, that's shield drop bait. That's really good.
Yeah.
Did you see that? The wave line on the platform and immediately drop fair? Yeah, it's a really good bait.
Because most people would grab there, so he's like, oh, I'm just going to get out of this.
Yeah, or they'll shield drop, which Axe does like it's his job.
So good call out on patterns and tendencies. All right. How much he was... Axe thought he wisely just backed off.
Yeah. Very nice.
So these Pikachu Sheik games have been neck and neck all the games.
Yeah, it's definitely, I think Axe is past the point where he's really going to get blown out by Mew2King. He's had, I think, some rough sets with Plop in recent memory, but it just goes to show he's put an absurd amount of work into his character and into this matchup.
Although the Smash concept was a little bit one-sided, it's kind of demoralizing, but, he did beat Shroom last time, and it was like destruction, as D1 would say.
Just, yes, indeed.
Ooh. One, the wave dash in, missed input. Down smash on shield is very punishable. All right. Mew2King has position, but Axe creepily just goes inside the middle.
Yeah, I really like that, by the way, the up B from the ledge.
Yeah.
That was smart.
And even if he got fair, he would be able to tech the wall.
Yep.
And this is important here. It's kind of a neutral state here, but when the transformation falls, Axe has more space to work with.
They're doing like alternating crouches or something. People going nuts for the chain. I don't know if the stream can hear it. People are absolutely losing it out there.
All right. Mew2King actually earning some space there with the threat of needles. Oh, and he calls out a kind of a haphazard approach there. Ooh, good thing he didn't follow through there. It's always interesting to see how the up air tail interacts on head. Wow. Thinking about it, Mew2King has too much aerial drift though to
for sure. It definitely wasn't the right call there.
So a lot of the Axe's better play comes from him realizing when his opponent's expecting him to do something and then not doing it. I'd say that's his biggest improvement in the past year and a half.
I haven't watched him enough, but I'm going to trust you on this one. Nice. He definitely didn't need to charge that.
Yeah, but that stock came because he wasn't forcing the nair.
Yep.
And he was like, okay, I'm just going to wait you out. You're wave dashing back.
Yeah. Ooh. I was going to say Axe needs to do a lot with his next interaction, and then he just... I hate seeing people get hit on respawns.
Ooh, and the chain grabs are coming in. What can Mew2King do? 46 damage is pretty significant right now. Wave dash back, forward tilt. That down smash is so good from Pikachu.
Yeah, it's like a Peach down smash that does like 1/4 as much percent.
But it has the same roll.
Yeah, it has. It's a good tool for sure.
Ooh.
He was trying to answer tech there, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty good showing. All those games went down to last stock.